some Dune. Happy Dune Day, everybody. It's the holiday season, so I'm sure you're feeling just as doomed as I am right now. But we're gonna try and pick it up a little bit and give you all some happy stuff too. That won't be any of the poems that I have for you, but I'm sure one of our poets has got a happy poem or two. If not, well, get ready to get more Dune. So this evening, we're going to go ahead and run through some of our amazing poets that we've had perform with us before, and one that was supposed to be here a while back, but they got sick, and thank goodness they're doing okay now, because we love their Dune poetry. Tonight after the poets, we'll be doing some, in between poets I should say, we'll be doing some raffles, so continue to drink up and get doomy in your eyes. And before we do that, I thought I would start with a little surprise for myself, and that's a poem for you. So because it's the holidays, I thought we're all getting dreamy and wishing for things, and I thought I would do a poem about wishes. The title of this poem is Dreaming Of. Dreaming of a false sense of security and a plethora of progressive opportunities. Dreaming of creative ambiguity and intelligent ingenuity. Dreaming of a utopian community and mixed-race unity. Dreaming of a world with less lunacy and freedom-rich promiscuity. Dreaming of justice and mutiny. I'm just dreaming of justice and mutiny. All right, everybody, let's welcome up our first real poet of the evening. Again, like I said, this person was feeling under the weather for a couple of months, and we're so glad to get them back out because they are amazing. Richard Castillo, please come on up.
Hey everybody. I'm not dead. Alright. I've got 3 poems for you right now. The first one is called In Decay. I alone behold the horrors. I weep for the end of man. I tell you what I saw that day in hopes it never happens again. The sun will never shine here again. The bannermen will never come. The fields are seeded with lifeless stares and the overflowing colors of gore and viscera. The swords of fame and legend will never be found. Their blades are notched. Their hilts are crushed. Their masters, the heroes we were told about, trampled hopes hold more shape than them. The unholy black orb rises, and a cacophony of victory calls out from the sky. They descend with the speed of angels cast from heaven. The crows have come to feast on the fields. They will have their fill by the end of the day. With swollen bellies much too full, they will fail to take flight, and the hounds will have their feast that night. Man's best friend, made mad by the monsters of battle, they will serve no master no more. And what of me? I still stand there now. The butcher's blade forever bathes in scarlet, and even when I close my eyes, it is all I see. This next one's called The Better Parts of You Were Calling. I never knew my history. I don't mean my culture or my people. I mean the one that truly matters. The one that knows where you have been and knows where you will go. I left behind the neon lights, the beating heart of the city, sought darker places. Sought darker places in which to hide. But I could not run from the light, and though I will find no saviors there, I have found pieces of me, you, us, strewn across the sky. You do not own them, as you do not own your own breath, but we are shackled to them. It is why we cannot escape. It is why we're never really gone. This one is called a Joyce Manor reference, but worse. Bruised lips pucker, this bitter bottle bites back, although not as sharp as you, not as sharp as your words that cut to the bone. Blood draws warm as skin crawls with cold as your fingers find purchase. And my vomit slithers from my body, from my soul, and this poem is a mess, but so am I. Stand back and let me breathe. Let my lungs find solace in undisturbed winds. Let me reclaim everything that I have lost, everything that has never truly belonged to me. The pieces I have rented, I have bargained, I have baited. The lovers I have found more worthy. Possession is found in love, and I am yours in the way that I am not my own. I am yours, yours, as in I do not exist outside the scope of your observation. As in I hope you're thinking of me, because without I am not. As in I am nothing without you, and that is what I'm hoping to reclaim. The nothing that is mine, that was always mine. The nothing that never was. And if it never was, why am I so goddamn set on reclaiming nothing? So let me reclaim everything that I've lost, which is nothing. So stand back and let me breathe, simply because I am asking.
So glad to have you back, Richard. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, everybody, we're going to take a break again, have a couple of drinks. We'll be back with our next poet in just a couple of minutes. little cocktail drink in their hand. We're going to go ahead and start this round off with a little raffle. First, I guess I should introduce myself. My wife always forgets that I do that. And so do I. My name is Shwa Laytart. I am your host of Doomed Poetry, and that's where you are at this evening. Welcome. I am the partial owner of Avantpop Bookstore. If you haven't been there, we're across the street over by the green door. Y'all know where that is. We also do Avantpop Publishing. Some of our poets are in the house tonight. Please give a hoop and holler if you are here. One of you. Woo! All right. Well, what we like to do is create these little zine packages with some of our poets and some of the stuff we do. But before we raffle off a zine package, we're going to do a button package because we're poor and this is the cool shit we got. So the first winner of our button package will be Travis B. Are you in the house? Come catch this big guy. Oh, you are a winner. Keep drinking, keep winning. That's what I always say. All right, now for the zine pack. All you rocky people out there. These have some of the poets. This has the Doomed zine for volume 1 and volume 2 from the first season. This is still our first season. And our Just Landed UFO for all you UFO freaks out there. There's poetry and aliens. Okay, we're all doomed, and the next doomed winner is Riley. Will you get on up here? Come on, Riley. Let's do this. I know you're here, Riley. I saw you earlier. Can't hide from it. You're doomed like the rest of us. All right. Thank you, everybody. Okay, well, let's get back to poetry, shall we? We know how everybody loves poetry, especially when it's doomed poetry. So, please help me welcome to the stage, Nemesis.
Hello. Am I speaking loud enough? I'm Nemesis, and for those who are wondering, yes, that is my real name. You can thank my mom who's in the room right now, actually. For the first poem, this is called Man's Best Friend. It's based on my job. I work in a world of death, desensitized to the burning flesh of a once beloved pet. Flames engulfing legs, deep in a rigor mortis state, paws turned into tiny torches, a body once spent playing hours of fetch, now burning away, incinerating in an oven, melting fat and organs that no longer beat, until there's nothing left but the bones of Angel, Luna, Cookie, Bella, or whatever other name I constantly see. And those bones, once cooled down, will be turned to dust, cremains packed tightly, finding their way to me, waiting to be sealed away in rosewood, cedar, bamboo, or metal, then sent back to those who spent hours every day loving their sweet companion through beautiful and difficult days, never having to see their lifeless bodies tucked away in a freezer until it's time to be encapsulated in a paw print or fur clipping, the only thing left of such a darling pet. This next one is called Abduction. I think I was abducted as a child by otherworldly beings, beaming me up in the middle of my sleep and wiping away my memories, leaving me to harbor a parasite that they embedded into the pit of my stomach, growing and feeding, making me sick, sucking away at all my energy for years and years, causing multiple growing pains, but the kind that constantly causes aches inside my blurry brain. They hammered nails into my skull, 1, 2, 3, they sang, hoping that when I reach a certain age, I'll be able to continue the race, causing sudden blindness on random days when I become too filled with glee from positive possibilities. And the parasite inside me, slowly killing me in order to one day take over, has been releasing poison, causing me to scratch at my skin until raw and bleeding, leaving me pleading for normalcy. I often wish that maybe in my next sleep, these otherworldly beings will visit me again and take back what they've cursed me with, but it's hard to believe they could show me mercy when I rarely show it to myself. I guess I'm the perfect specimen, just look at this mess I've been. What's the point of stressing when I'll probably be better off becoming their vessel to relish vengeance in? And then this one's called Consume. I love you. I love you in a way that utterly consumes me. I love you. I love you in a way that makes me wish I could consume you. I love you so greatly that I never want to lose you. I wish for you to take a final breath so I could cut you piece by piece and swallow your flesh so we can be one forever. I love you. I love you in a way, I love you. I love you, and if you were to leave me, I'd leave this world and cease to exist, and my final wish would be to have my body grounded up, shaped into a patty, and sent to your doorstep. You'd have no clue that the meat you've cooked is my flesh. You'll chew me up and swallow me whole, consuming what you don't realize to be the one that loves you completely. And you'll be tied to me eternally, my body and your body, forced to digest the love I tried to inject. I love you, so please don't ever leave me. Thank you.
That was some new shit by Nemesis. Boy, you're killing it, Nemesis. That was fantastic. Woo! All right, well, I'm going to take a break after that one because I'm not going to follow that. I'll be back with a poem after this message, okay, folks? I'm on the train.
How you doing?
It's the human burger dance. Oh yeah. I was just imagining a sticker that should have, it should be a burger. And with little eyes, like on top or something. You can go around the tickets. And then I have a pen and a pencil. Just names. First name, last initial. Yeah. There might be a doppelganger out there, but.
let's do some more doomed giveaways, because everybody needs to go home with some more doom, don't they? Remember, folks, if you get a drink, come on up. Just put your name on a raffle ticket. We'll throw it in the basket, and hopefully we pull your name and give you a little doom to go home with yourselves. So, back to the pin set that we have. The lucky winner is, my son, can you come on up? Come on, buddy, get on up here. This is one of my favorite kids. He's been coming into the bookstore and sharing his love and his knowledge and his just cool vibe. He's a badass skater in town. If I can get him to write, because he's so intelligent and cool, he'll be up here soon. All right, who's going to be next? Oh, what do we got? Well, sugar, we've got another singing gift bag. All right, the lucky winner is... Omit one. Nope. Danny, D-A-N-I. Come on up, Danny. Are you in the house? Oh, Danny's in the bathroom. I don't think Danny left. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody. Oh, look at that. Sugar waits for no one. This is Doom Poetry. Dallas, are you with Danny? Because I ain't going down. All right. Now that we've gotten the gifting out of the way, let's get back to some doominess. I'll go ahead and leave you with another one of mine, if you don't mind. Is that all right? Okay, cool. Thank you. This one's titled "What Do You Do?" I'm on a dream vibe right now. It's the holidays. We're all kind of feeling dreamy. Well, this apparently is another dream one I picked out earlier. It's called "What Do You Do When Your Dreams Turn on You?" What do you do when your dreams turn on you? When everything that you wanted becomes an anchor of debt, encompassing dread and inescapable defeat, extinguishing hope with you demolished on your knees. What do you do when your dreams turn on you? When you're gasping for relevance and in a discriminated view, what do you do when your dreams turn on you? All right, dreamy folks, let's bring up a poet that I think a few of you might recognize, a few of you might know, and if you don't, we'll be giving away his last signed first edition book that we published at Avantpop Publishing. We've got one left. We just published his second edition of it, so you will get a signed edition of the first rare, flip it on eBay if you want, book. Please welcome to the stage, Garrett James Dillon.
Thank you very much. How's everyone else doing here, my fellow Doom motherfuckers? All right. Big round of applause for Sugar and Shwa, who made this possible. Obviously, to the proprietors of the bar, the best goddamn dive bar in Vegas, and of course to the bartenders. I actually want to hear some applause to the bartenders. That's the reason I'm here. And tips. So, the book that they're raffling off, this poem is the first one in it. You're getting a little sneak preview because only one person's gonna win it. This is called Ode to an Adolescent Mind Obliterated by Nitrous Oxide. When the houseplants rape the dog, it is time to leave through the window. This might be a breakthrough. This could be a breakdown. So tenderize the knuckle or crack the bone. Honey, even the hands on my clock are shaking. Anti-anxiety is anti-survival. The whore's been dead for years. The dissociatives aren't working, so pass the apocalypse. What do you do when the walls are too thin and the ceilings are too low? For those who haven't seen me read before, that's my punctuation. That's when a poem is over. You can snap, clap, throw bottles at me, I don't give a shit. So here's the next one. It's dedicated to the memory of Hunter S. Thompson and named after an Acid King song. This is called Drive Fast, Take Chances. Drive fast, take chances. on freeways and back streets, in parking lots and around the curves of mountains, with the music turned up as loud as it can go and something else besides the tires burning. Accelerate ecstatic through evening traffic, sharp turns and dying yellow lights. Forget about your brakes, but always remember to check your rear view for pigs. Hurl yourself home or towards some other strange construct you have no reference for. Stay stocked with a dab pen for traffic jams and a case of whippets for red lights. Keep the windows down and snort the smell of fresh air and gasoline, but be sure to roll that fucker back up if you need to put anything else up there. Yes, adrenaline addiction is a hard one to beat, or at least so I am told. It's one of the few I've never even considered giving up. I've got too many places to be, including a grave, and I'll arrive at each one screeching sideways, with an empty tank and the cab full of smoke. It is the only way to get around. Now this here is Dune poetry, so I gotta fuck up the mood a little bit here. If I may, everyone who's drinking, I'd like to raise their glasses with me because this last poem is dedicated to somebody who's no longer with us. This is from my Uncle David. So a toast. Thank you. I'm gonna get a little bit heavier, so strap on in. This is called two-sided paper. All right. This is called A Suicide Funeral in Texas. My father was one of the first officers to respond to the scene. Deceased male, 30, self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. My father tells me David left a note. He has never shared the contents with anyone as far as I know. I can say with certainty he's never shared them with me. I returned to Texas for the funeral, the same reason I was there last time. I felt like a withered wreath only appearing in cemeteries amongst grief. Never joyous rice flung at weddings or celebratory cigars at births, just a crow on a tombstone, resting until he's ready to fly away to something shiny. Suicide is a word that is whispered in small-town Texas. People employ euphemisms and speak in hushed tones. The weight of Christian shame crushes all conversations about mental health, replacing it instead with some stripe of Protestant pastor's pathetic excuse for a eulogy. Assuring us half-heartedly with jerry-rigged scripture that all sins are forgivable, including the one his church will say straightforward any other Sunday, is not. The one whose name he couldn't even work up the balls, decency, or honor to speak. He was a coward in a collar, promising divine reunification to a crowd that needed to believe it, even if it inconveniently contradicted everything the church had taught them to accept about the fiery final resting place of every other victim of the exact same fate. Whose names and faces the crowd did not know well enough to resort to heresy as a salve for their wounds. I sat gritting my teeth godless, fists clenched but face calm as sorrow boiled into hatred. When the afterlife is discussed during the ride to Arlington National Cemetery for the burial, they asked me, the lone atheist in the front car carrying the closest family members in the funeral procession, the funeral question, where do you think David is now? Well, I declined to answer politely and looked out the window instead, doing my damnedest to dissociate as they talked about how he's hugging his father in heaven. Because my honest answer was, he's in the back of the hearse, one car ahead of us, with half of his fucking skull missing, and that is not what anyone wanted to hear. So while they comforted each other, clinging to their holy hopes, I mourned silently in my disbelief as we entered the graveyard's gate. Because even if heaven is real, and that's where he is, I will never see my Uncle David again. So after serving as a pallbearer, and feeling the weight of his corpse released from my grip as we fed him to the manicured earth, after the 21-gun salute and the final words of mourning and remembrance from loved ones, I watched the coffin descend, completing his permanent transition from a person to a memory. A fresh scar that never heals and itches and bleeds both randomly and on cue. On days like when this poem was written, the 7-year anniversary of the night he left us all behind. Or the day I got his name tattooed under the Metallica logo on my right bicep, just like he had. Or when I saw them live and stood with my hat off for the entirety of Fade to Black, or for that matter, any time I let that song play all the way through, always in solitude, so I can cry freely. I grieve deeply in a way that I can't talk about to anyone else on that side of the family. Because as they all kneeled together and said, until we meet again, I had to stand there all alone as the only one who said goodbye.
Let's go, James Dillon. So we'll be taking a little breather. But we're also going to come around. That's kind of our halftime there. And if you, has anybody been to Doomed before? Doomed poetry, that is. All right, well, for those of you who haven't been here before, what we like to do about halftime is go around and we hand out little cards and pencils. So if you would like to write a one-line poem, thought, whatever, we take it all, we mix it up, we do a cut-up poem with all of our poets at the end, and we read your words as one big long poem at the end of this show. So we'll be coming around now, and please, if you feel like it, write down something fun for us to spew up here at the end of our doominess, all right? All right, enjoy your drinks, folks. We're back in just a bit.
There's snippets like this. No, but they said after going to the hardcore show, after going to the fucking hardcore show, with British Sage, I wrote about how
Should I I'm gonna take
Yeah, go for it. I think it'd be hilarious if you guys if you hilarious but it's good to have maybe I'm just overthinking, I don't know.
Well, my shirt. It's been a minute actually.
I was even thinking like DIY, like somehow. Looks like you already have a job. You bought a. I just met one of those for a while. I'll bring over the. I have like the little rubber guard. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, they're not like they're like really secure. Oh, I know. No, I they're going back there or still back there? It's so fucking crazy. Oh, I didn't know. But I like, so I was like, yeah, I was thinking over there. Yeah, no, I just got here. It's my first day. I was working out. I consider myself a small Wait, you like to do it yourself? Are you ready? I'm just going to quickly this time.
All right, everybody, welcome on back to Dillon's Poetry. Now, you know, because it's the holidays, everything's a little doomy, and I'm sure you're all kind of feeling it. That's kind of what happens in the holiday season. And usually I bring this next poet up for a little hope, but it's the holidays, and they said, I'm not doing hope this time around. I'm sticking with some doom. So, it's always a pleasure. This poet is also the owner of a bookstore up in the North Las Vegas area, so if you're up in that area, definitely go see Roderick D. Talley Bookstore. But until then, you get to listen to some of his doomed poetry, and boy, this guy's going to affect you like they affect me, so please help me welcome to the stage, Roderick D. Talley.
Sorry, y'all. I'm a little bit not myself right now. These wonderful bartenders that made my drink so strong. They made it so strong. It's got me feeling a little bit naughty. To Tonight I'm doomed by naughtiness. Can I get a little bit naughty with y'all tonight? Just a little bit. Let's make sure I had y'all approval. This poem is called Lips in Sync. I love me some lips. Both kinds. I know it was trouble when I looked into your eyes, locking with mine. I lost my train of thought as a grin formed across your cheek line. I couldn't help but notice your silhouette as you walked my way. Complimented my smiling lips, damn near took my breath away. Thick, brown, and gorgeous. Simply a masterpiece. Luscious as moist cake. And I damn sure wanted a piece. Couldn't hide my excitement too long as my heart pounded through my chest. Damn, something told me not to wear these gray sweats. Embarrassed, I quickly excused myself and darted outside for fresh air. Just as I started collecting myself, I looked up to see you standing there. You asked me to walk you to your car, and I gave a response that was truly honest. Girl, I'll get you there safely, but keeping my hands off of you, I cannot promise. You see, I'm not feeling my normal self right now, and if you get too close, you might just get frisked. Your laugh intoxicated me even more as you replied, I'll take the risk. Make sure y'all took these bartenders if y'all like this. Give me the liquor encouragement for this. I managed to tame myself and keep my hands off you until we reached your car. You offered to give me a ride to mine's, but when we hopped in, you didn't start the car. Gently grabbing my hand, you softly said, your lips. Seconds went by slowly as I watched you bite your lips. Now, on a side note, I've always thanked God for creating women and the feeling of their embrace. So tonight, I pledge to show my appreciation through you to the entire female race. My lips gently met yours, slowly enjoying them in their sweet taste. You grasped the back of my head as my kisses made down the side of your face. Your breathing, moans, and grasp on my head intensified as I reached your neck. Therefore, I extended my time there and placed soft kisses all across your neck. Down to your collarbones and shoulders. Your breathing just kept getting bolder. Down to your beautiful breasts. Your peaks were already erect. I took my time with each one of them. With my lips and tongue, I thoroughly thanked them. Circle my kisses around your torso, back up to your shoulders too, making sure that my kisses greeted each and every one of your tattoos. Kissed my way down to your thighs, worked my way from outside to inside. Your body's temperature and moisture continued to rise as my lips met your lips between your thighs. Sucking and swallowing your juices as if I were taking shots. Indulging in your life-giving parts and pleasing your G-spot. Your juices ran down my beard as I retreated from your thighs. I'll never forget that pleased, drunken look that you had in your eyes. The windows were already fogged up when you climbed on top and mounted up. You faced forward like on horseback, but gave me the reins before looking back. My manhood slowly entered between your thighs. Baby, you might want to buckle up. Our slow grind progressively became a gallop. The moisture in your car gradually piled up. Both time and thrust sped up simultaneously, entered a natural high as the pleasure increased. My palms and fingertips kept a firm grip on your hips, preventing your body sweat from creating unwanted slips. Rubs and smacks on your rear cheeks just added fuel to your fire. I felt your drenching climax multiple times, yet your pace didn't tire. Yet when you did get tired, I took control and wouldn't allow you to stop. That is until we were interrupted by the knocks on your window by a lady cop. Gotta take that elsewhere, she calmly stated before departing. I almost invited her to join us. But see, I didn't want any more drama in our party. Quite tempting though. We laughed at the fact that we were seen as we moved back to your driver's seat. Took a moment to catch our breaths and got dressed as I asked, "Are you hungry?" Your hair was in disarray. A few of your manicured nails had chipped away. You shook your head yes, and took a few more minutes to catch your breath. I asked you if we could find some quick food and offered it to be my treat, but you softly replied, "I got it this time. You'll cover the tab the next time we meet." That's it for my segment.
Roderick D. Talley. I feel like we should give some stuff away after that. Woo! Hey, Suge, let's do a rap, huh? All right. So we got the last two, the book. We got a couple of little books at the end of this that we're raffling off. Until then, it's our little cool pin and zine packs. You know, it's what we do. It's what we got. It's what we figured you'd be into if you're here still hanging out watching us. So here we go. Pin pack first. Lucky winner of pin pack first is, oh my goodness, Leroy M. You were making eye contact the whole time. You knew it was you. I like how you were watching me like this one's gonna be me. I can tell right now. All right, zine pack. Sorry, I'm slowing down. And the zine pack goes to Caitlin Evers. Caitlin Evers, yes, come on up. Thanks for coming to Doomed. It's like you were at the first two now. You got the zine pack from that one. All right, folks, get back to drinking. We'll bring you back some more Doomed in just a bit.
I'm like half drink in, I'm like, holy shit.
That's a drink that I had.
Oh, that's your song? Say like that, I'll do anything.
Alright, so I have this deal too. If I had $100, you can just like pass that me. Yeah? Oh.
Dude, honestly, you were so deep in the bit.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no.
I was like, I got to do with you. This pizza was good. Dude. I'm like, I'm gonna be you on the,
You gotta try. You wanna bite? The baby wanna bite. It's not party. It's not party. Huh? No, there's not. You want some? You want a piece?
we got a whole fucking pizza.
Community pizza.
Why is there Dude, I honestly just went into a mini FOMO real quick. I just ate that slice so fast.
How much is it?
23?
That's not bad. That's way cheaper than like.
I just know because I've gotten it so many times, you
I
know?
feel like it's like $30. And I was like, I don't care how much.
That's fair, yeah. You're like, yes, thank you. Pizza. Put it on the card.
No, literally. And now I'm like, I want another drink. I should have left my tab open.
The garlic bread is so good if you're. Okay, bitch. And I get the extra marinara. So good. Eat it.
I'm gonna have a bite actually. I want to try it.
Try it. You need to get an instant sauce.
No, that's how you do it.
It's so good. It's so good.
You don't have the sauce with it?
Made a mistake.
My apologies, y'all.
They always be rolling in, fried it in.
I'm leaving them off because the other one is either broken or not. Probably like no, I bought it like 6-7 months ago, 8 months ago. I only spent like $40. And I got like 3 different pictures.
You guys want to see a part of my new personality?
You know what? I have fake cigarettes.
Oh yeah! Oh my god! Oh my god!
What's in them?
What? Okay, so it's like green
It's
tea,
hot.
rose leaves. Oh, so yeah, it's like a smoking cessation product. So they taste exactly like menthol.
We got one right now.
But they're not real cigarettes.
They're not real cigarettes.
Like, give me one of the bitches right the fuck down because I've been having a crack. I'm having cravings.
Listen, I got two left. Like, I was giving them out, like, and I should bring them out. I should give them out.
You were literally bringing them with you everywhere, and now that we need it, you don't have it.
I
Super high.
Bake, 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 bake.
Little blend of the 60s with the...
It should not be that good.
Eyes and the
Yeah, maybe you can box it and just bust that out. want everyone to do that. I was for it to be that.
Right?
Dude, I'm coming, dude. Oh my god.
No, for real. We have a couple people that said that. It's gonna get rowdy.
Oh, I am. I bought my ticket.
I didn't buy a ticket. I literally didn't buy a ticket for sure at all. I assumed that I could just be like, rude to the people in the band. But I'll buy a ticket when I get there. I'll probably charge you. How much are they charging?
You want to do 10? I mean, it's 10
I have
now.
no money right now. I can buy it tomorrow. I can buy it tomorrow.
Are you nursing it?
Damn. I was also expecting to get paid on Thursday, so I have to buy something this day.
I think if you buy it online,
Wait, is it made like this or do you twist it to make it?
I'm good. Honestly, after that show, I can
The whole outfit is Tarzan.
Dude, that was great. No, it was awesome, but I just like, I hit a low and now I'm like coming back. I went and saw my brother get married. That was like, it was in Oman, Nebraska.
You know what kind of vibe you gave yourself? Not even like style, or just like I said David Bowie, bro. Out of his time.
I'll bring the ball, edible.
Holy shit. You surprised me. Finally, like the violin, and I'm like, oh my god, the timing and everything. Your hair was different too.
I am old. You got me to go down one. We're lucky I got that close.
I didn't know.
I got the Megan knees. They just make noise when I get there. Pop, lock, and drop it. Except for his drop it, pop, he's pop, and then
You don't get up. You don't get up. You just stay down there. Everyone's like, yeah. And you're like, help me, help me.
As I wanted to do it back, I'm like,
I was in the night.
also, you know,
Like a tuning pedal.
I mean, I'm honestly really proud of the rig I built.
Realistically, I've been
The looper is just like something like at the bottom, and then it goes into a volume pedal.
I love your picture. Like,
So I have like two different
I sounded like an idiot. I'm allowed to talk about that. I'm allowed to talk about it. No.
you gotta look into their eyes like a patient. It's also
That's all Robert.
I saw that they were there, and I acknowledged it, and I moved on to those breakfast. And I kind of wanted to party like that. You go to the family, and the people that you knew were coming, and were already with everybody. Like, I'll take a peek and be like,
I put an idea out there. I actually, when I saw you play, I didn't want to like just like
Like, she was just sitting there. I was like, this will go perfect with my outfit tonight. Let me get. She was like, oh, she's not gonna say anything. Put it on. No, it's going back. It's going back.
Oh, I see a violin has like a middle type kind of vibe to this song. Crazy, like it's like so more just like
That's
very like.
oh,
Yeah, I can get there, but I'm definitely not gonna be the one.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, we don't
know
know.
what to do it, but like,
And I'm actually I was gonna play out there.
Not paying. So that you get an employee discount. But you better ring that flat screen TV up as a bell pepper. Come on.
Load it in the car. Load it in the car right now.
What is this thing?
I don't know. I just came over.
You want to take it? I know you want to. Where are you from?
It's not that I'm just nervous of the like level of heartburn probably gonna have. Yeah, because I'm like, we're like vampires, right? Because we're older than we look.
Also, was it
I knew
Yeah, all right, everybody. Let's, we got another round of poetry coming with all of our awesome, amazing, talented, deep, dark poets this evening. Have you all been enjoying doing poetry this evening? Let me hear from you, please. All right, good. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't dying up here. Raffle, 2 more. Here we go. Let me pick. We're doing the same rounds. Last 2 cool things at the end. The winner of our next pen pack is Janice. Jan S. Not to be confused with Janice, but Jan S. Thanks, Jan. Heck yeah, wear them with pride. All right, our next one, and mind you, these are limited edition, signed, numbered, sometimes zines. I said sometimes. The artists are here. You can get these zine signs. They are numbered in limited editions. And if you're lucky, you're going to get them signed. This is where I start rattling at the end of the night. Oh my goodness, look at this lucky one. This is, so people, the more you drink and get your raffles in here, the more you get picked. Luckily, this person's only getting picked once because I've only seen him drink 1 beer. But Zach, please get your wad on up here. I think our last time we had somebody won everything because they just kept coming up and putting their name on raffle tickets with their drinks. Alcoholics win at this party. Welcome to Doomed. All right. I'm going to soften this up a little bit. Let's bring up another real poet.
You're not real.
Please help me. They killed their first round, and I got a feeling this next round's not going to be any different. Let me just tell you a little history about this poet, if I can. This poet, it came into our bookstore, and I could just tell immediately, "You're a poet. You're a poet," I said. And they said, yeah? I said, good. I want you to write for us. And they said, okay. And they did, and they killed it, and it was amazing. And so we started putting them on the mic, and now we can't get them all. Please welcome to the stage, Nemesis!
Yeah! I love that poet! You're so good!
Hello again. This one is called Premeditated Murder. Have you ever thought about killing a man? Not homicide or suicide that's been staged, but killing the ego that kills you within, that chokes you until you lose who you used to be, until there's no longer a soul within. Have you ever thought about killing a man? Of doing to him what he does to you, of isolating him from emotion, of making him feel dirty shame, of turning him into the victim, taking back a narrative that women way too often find true.
Come on, poet.
I wonder the power it brings to have the sickening strength and that sickening mental state to wrap small hands and squeeze the neck of the oppressor. Hypothetically, of course, because these small hands that are nothing but nubs when clenched could never do damage on a towering man who could easily snap my ribs with an embrace that's slightly too tight, with an embrace gone wrong. Have you ever thought about killing a man? I sure have. A radical revenge for the years spent doubting the value of myself. For the years spent blindly believing that no woman can thrive if there's not a man by her side proving she has worth in this
Come on,
world.
poet.
Have you ever thought about killing a man? Of ripping up the hall pass that shows a misogynistic society that this woman is allowed to roam this earth because I have a man saying I have value. When my words alone should be enough proof that I have all the value in the world and need no man to prove it, so let me kill him instead.
Hey! I said, God damn!
I'll rename it just for you. one is called Her Lover. There's a shed in my backyard of the home I grew up in. It used to be a happy place, covered in dirt and sort of abandoned, but still a place that was once safe. Now as an adult, this place lights up in a terrifying way. Warm, threatening light peeks through closed windows, and a voice that sparks anger speaks out loudly. In this shed of my present life is the only person I hate, the only person who fills me with rage, a man so vile, so twisted in his narcissistic vision. He doesn't care for anyone but himself, so consumed by greed and false wealth, and this soul-sucking man has somehow converted a mother into being a narcissist lover. And I have these dreadful fantasies of wishing I could fight back, slapping such a smug face that boils my blood. I swear if this was a cartoon, you'd see the steam leave my ears anytime I'm forced to hear this idiot man speak. The person I become when I'm in his presence is someone I try to never be, but you see, this idiot man really gets my heart racing, and not in a good way. It's the kind that forces you to hold back, but there's so much adrenaline, and all I want to do is yell in his face and tell him to go the fuck away. How could I not be full of hate when all that leaves this idiot man's lips is nothing but utter bullshit at the face of a woman I have nothing but love for? Speaking to her like she's the idiot one, speaking to her in venomous ways about how dare she not have food made, and how dare she not have all her shit in the right place. I get nightmares of this idiot man and the way he once told me that I should suck up my sadness after the death of my father because I shouldn't let others see me in pain. And it was that day about 8 years ago that I swore to myself that I would never speak to such an idiot man, no matter how much of an asshole it makes me. But it's okay because I'll gladly hate the narcissistic soul sucker. This is Red Lady. There's a lady dressed in red, and she's come to take my head, painting me in the blood she weeps, blocking my sight with tortuous light, lost to the world around me. She makes me partially blind, forces me to close my eyes, and whispers softly in a way that causes chills up my spine. Don't be deceived that this world is worth it, she constantly repeats. They tell me to run from her, they tell me she's full of lies, but the lady dressed in red has a way of convincing me, and it's hard to escape it. She binds my arms, tapes my mouth shut, allowing me to speak when it's what she believes. She's my insecurities masked as confidence. She's the migraines I often suffer. She's the lies I often tell myself to make others believe that they don't have to worry for me. There's a lady dressed in red, and she's staring right at me. I try to run from her, but she's always in front of me. I try to hide from her, but she always knows where I am. There's a lady dressed in red, and now I'm starting to see clearly. I've been staring at a mirror this whole time, and the lady dressed in red is my own reflection, and how I often forget that I am worth it.
Hey,
I am the lady dressed in red, and so many people say that red is an attention-seeking color, and maybe they're right, but I think it's time to allow myself a spotlight when all I've ever done is run from myself and only ever accepted my anxieties. I am the lady dressed in red, and thank you for allowing me to speak the words I often leave hidden away in a place I used to wish no one would see. Thank you.
That was Nemesis, everybody. I'm going to ride her coattails. That was fantastic, and so I'm hoping you're still listening. I'm going to throw one at you myself here.
Talk your shit, poet.
Now this one's a new one that I guess what they call it, the new shit. You know, the poem came to me with the title and then one line in here, and I kind of fit it all in around those two things. And it was more about not necessarily what's going on right now in the world, but after everything really gets doomed, what do we do then when it all just kind of hits hard everywhere? And you know the apocalypse shit.
Apocalyptic.
So this is kind of you know what happens then. The title of this poem is "When the Dust Settles." You'll lose your hearing just after the bombs touch down. When the sounds return, everything sounds like bones crushing into the ground. The fires sweep through like in the forest during June. So grab water and tools Defend your pack, then run, and try not to look back. Head to where the hills ripple into the mountains. I'll find you there, among the frightened and the scattered, when the dust settles. I'm sure we're glad. All right, let's take a break. We're going on round 2 here, folks, so please continue to drink. We got another raffle after this. If you want water too, please, you can still get a raffle ticket. We're not going to leave you out, okay? So, all right, here we go.
My uncle always does that. He says, fish fucking
We've been looking for you.
Yo!
I was literally pointing earlier. They just raised like, and I was like,
My front butt, dude. God, the drank so front butt.
you said tails was free. I need something to do that. I think you do.
Alright, be more hot.
Where's my pizza? Everyone ate my fucking pizza.
Okay, gotcha. I thought it was kind of in between. I'll do it. Kind of in the edge of the rest of the okay, awesome. Fucking clown.
I think it's the part. I think
My favorite memes are like, ooh, Ron's out of the beach and it's just some like toes, you know? I hate those. They're funny, dude. I like that shit.
this shit ain't nothing to me, man. Tony got video how to take up and she did run. I got the first name.
Ron, this is gonna call my name.
Okay, so I thought that was a race. You know, it does kind of look like love.
Yeah, oh my god. Hater, dude? Oh my god. At a Brandon College. My dad tried to get me to change my last
All right, everybody, we're gonna go ahead and pull a couple more raffles here. It's the holiday. We're feeling giving. The giving tree. And we'll pull out a couple more. Okay, let's let sugar. All right. Wait a minute. Someone's been drinking tonight, Janice. We take care of our fans out there. You kidding me? Yeah. All right, somebody call her a taxi. Okay. So I guess I'm aging myself, aren't I? Can I? All right, here's one that's gonna stump maybe all of us. Maybe this will resonate with somebody out there. But it's was R W A. Oh, okay, one. Get up here, Juan. We're gonna give you a pencil so you can practice spelling your name better. Cause what is that? All right. Someone's been drinking. All right. Speaking of drinking, let's go ahead and invite our other poet up for the evening. Garrett James Dillon, you sloppy bastard. Come up here and entertain us.
As long as I can say I grew up here, I'll read for you folks. So here we go. Those of you who've seen me read before know that I kind of stick to a couple common themes. You know, cocaine, drunk driving, trying to kill Jesus. This is a little bit of a departure, but it's still very doomed. It's what I would consider a love poem, but I have to say it is the second best sex poem that you will have heard tonight. So a big round of applause to Roderick for the number one. This one doesn't have a name yet, and that's okay. So here we go. I feast on heather like an emperor moth, performing cannibalism to start the appetizer course. My tongue and teeth continue to savor the monochromatic spread. A perched crow, a garden of ferns and poppies, mushrooms topped with snails, demon hands and the head of a wood nymph, before tearing into her main course until she's begging me for dessert, served hot and twitching as I gaze into her eyes, distinct galaxies containing multitudes. Stars spark and shoot towards their noble death, swallowed by a black hole. I'd gladly feed the moon and sun as well. Basking in her delicious darkness, I have no need for the light. Here we go. All right. This next one is also in the book. Gotta do the plug. It's a shorter one. It's called Dry. Here we go. I have mastered the art of wasting time, consolidating cravings. I dream of the desert. In subtle misanthropy, we grow pure. Get down low for Armageddon, your failed routine right on schedule. In the nuclear silence that we leave behind, may the roaches get fat in our honor. I usually don't like to repeat themes, but here we are. The last poem of this set also takes place in a graveyard, but I think you'll find that a lot of things in life, unfortunately, end in graveyards. Once again, if you're drinking, I'm going to ask that you raise a drink for somebody that is no longer with us. Cheers, a little drink. Yes. Anyway, my first book is actually dedicated to this person. And this December marks 7 years, unfortunately, since she passed away of a heroin overdose. And I miss her more every year. So this last one is called Kiara. She died in December and was buried in January. But once upon a time, she smiled in the summertime, freckled and mischievous, and we frolicked in the fall. Downing bong loads and shoplifting malt liquor, hopping fences and swimming on shrooms in the moonlight. She'd feed me K-pins when I was having a bad trip, and I was her getaway driver on drunken nights when she'd ditch her grandparents' house on a day pass from Seven Hills Behavioral Hospital. Shout out Seven Hills. We kissed once on ecstasy, the second time we met, but don't give me the third degree. We kept it pushing platonic and moved forth as fast friends. I fell in love with a woman and cut ties with the female homies to alleviate her paranoia, a projection I would later learn of the guilt she felt for her own infidelity. And so I wasn't there when the pills got too expensive and something cheaper crept in like a cancer, or when the flame from her lighter moved from tinfoil to a spoon. I thought nothing of long sleeves in the fall once we reconnected. Slurred speech was an integral aspect of our shared language, and so the secret stared straight at me with pinpoint pupils, and I still didn't see it. I wasn't there until I was, but by then, it was too late. I threw a rose on her casket before she was buried. 6 months later, I shoved pills in the same dirt as I sobbed uncontrollably, breaking up a fat bud and rubbing it into the grass as my blood approximated pure vodka. I tried to beg a devil that doesn't exist for a deal that he wouldn't have agreed to anyway. I found a way to hate a God that doesn't exist even more than I already did. But the raw reality I have to live with is that I lost one of the best friends I've ever had the privilege of knowing, and the undying guilt and regret of having discarded like debris, because I thought there was always tomorrow to make things right again. And I had no one to blame but myself when tomorrow came for me, but left her behind for yesterday to keep in frozen finality. She was here until she wasn't. Don't wait for tomorrow. It's always on time, so you better not be late.
Garrett James Dillon, everybody. Yeah, we're a fan. We're definitely a fan. All right, we got another half hour that we're going to be, let me check the time with my wife because she keeps it and I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah! We'll be going through a couple more poets, a little bit more, and then we have the interactive poem that we're doing, the cut-up one that you all contributed to. It's going to be fun. I'm only going to take a few more minutes, so get another drink because we'll be back up here soon.
That was one, yeah. I was like, maybe at this one
So what do you guys think? Simple as I'll take that. Alright, well, you know, the truth about Nemesis is she's with the girls, her friends, and she brings everywhere. And, in front of her rose, so she had like this vibe, and I was like, he was like a poet. And her friends were like, he is, how did you? I'm like, I just read it. I just read it. And then I got her to the bed, and then she was like, I don't know if I would perform. I was like, okay, we'll start you off slow. We got her into one of our little smaller events. And then she built that. She got more confidence. We would bring her back. And now she's fucking knocking it out of here. Like, we did not expect to bring her to this. So, that's the type of shit. Like, we're stoked to be able to help her, you know, bring that to fruition. I wasn't going to let you go home and do the same thing. Come on. We're not that popular. We're going to get anything out of it. If we don't, you're like, wait a minute. Swear. Well, we're starting to see it, but we saw you guys watching it. Yeah. You know, just have me see. She's like, oh, well, I don't want to say that. But it's been nice because we still from the bar. I think we've been keeping a couple of regulars anyway. She does not want to meet up there. I mean, mind you, she's behind everything. The guy was the editor and like, I couldn't do it. I'm like, like 2 months ago, because she wasn't with me. I literally came off the stage and this was like sweat. I was panicking. I was so panicking. So I think we're gonna skip January. Because we've been doing it just for like our 8th one straight. So we have something that we like. She loves us, so we know we can come back. So we thought some of our radio publics wanted to break this month because it's just everyone's a good song, and then we're doing it in our clearly too. So it just gets a lot. So I think January we took off, and then Doom with some Doom love songs, and then Doom by songs. Because it's, you know, Black History Month, we got Daddy Love, we gotta show our artists, like, you know, don't do a bunch of love songs. Now we can say, like, we're fucking go to town, just to go. So I will keep following all on Instagram and stuff.
We kept the idea. I was like, I'm gonna see what everybody else does. I'm trying to do something different from that.
all the way. Make sure to take the idea, steal it, see what you think.
He should have thought, like, oh shit, we're fighting.
I got him right up behind your head.
Hey, bitch, no, you. What did I say?
I've got one more set. I think I'm closing up tonight. So thank you so much. Thank you a lot. I'll scratch this for you.
That means it's a movie. Yeah, no, it's okay. Oh, there's water over there. If you want to go around.
I've done like professional with like
No, oh no, I'm fine with it. Yeah, you're good. This corner, like hazard. Very hazardous. I'm so sorry. Oh no, you're fine. Do you have to? Yeah, so literally walk around. Okay. I'm gonna get lost. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna call you. Okay. Yeah, it's delicious.
I'm here to end the show. After that, I'm gonna go home. Oh, but you were taking it on last night? Because I remember we took the locket. Oh, that is from locket. Sorry. No, it's okay. No, it's okay.
All right, Doomers. We're gonna do. We got a couple more raffles left here, and then these are the big guns are coming out soon. But we're just trying to promote our own bookstore, our poets, and the artists that we support. And so that's what these raffles are all about: is to give back to you all, and hopefully you like the people that we promote, produce, and we love. So the first winner of the Avantpop pin package is, are you kidding me? It is Heather F. Heather F, come on up. Bunch of drunks in the crowd. Look at that. All right, now this is the. I'm really excited about this zine package because I did a little. It's called Just Landed, and for you all that know that UFOs and aliens are here, UAPs, my bad, are here. This is a documentation of all the best UFO sightings in 2023 in Nevada. So it's an interactive zine. It's got a little write-up that I do. You guys are the best out there. And then there's a QR code where you can go watch the videos because I'm trying to tell you they're here. All right, and wait no longer because the person who's going to get this is Allie, A-L-I. Come on up, Allie. Allie, by the way, is the sister, the promoter, and the cheerleader for Nemesis. All right, Allie. All right. I gotta get back in my Doom vibe here. I'm just all happy. Where's Please, everybody, help me welcome back to the stage one of our favorite poets of all times, Roderick D. Talley.
I love the cheers. Thank you. Feel VIP. So, real quick, I was raised in two cities called Cincinnati and Dayton of Ohio. And at the time I was growing up there, they were two of the top 15 most violent cities in America. Two of the top 15. And they're nowhere close to the size of like LA, New York, Miami, here. But two of the top 15 most violent cities happen to be cities I grew up in. A lot of us did not make it. A lot of us, especially Black and Latino men, ended up in jail or dead. And for a while, I stopped going back there just to visit because every time I came back, family members told me about people that I knew that weren't here anymore. Fortunately, I knew a lot of them before I even left high school. Some of them didn't even get to see graduation day. So this is a homage to our youth. I say this to our youth sometimes at schools and sometimes in my business, at street corners, things like that, just to try to encourage them that there are more ways than what might be presented to them. And for those of you who have decided that you weren't going to be a product of your environment, I salute you all. So thank y'all. This was called Youthful Connection. Step back up and yell. I've got to stay connected to our youth. I have got to stay connected to our youth. You see, I've been to countless funerals of teenagers and 20-something-year-olds, and that indescribable feeling of pain never gets old. I dread seeing the faces of their parents and grandparents as they lay their flowers on top of their caskets. And then I attempt to comfort them as they try to regroup from their loved ones' unfortunate passings. I've got to stay connected to our youth and inform them that death is the only thing that you can't rebound from. That there's nothing cool about living or dying by the gun, leaving your parents crying helplessly over the deceased bodies of their most prized possessions. That you're worth much more than being pierced by the bullets of guns. That you're worth much more than those demeaning words told to you by some of your loved ones. That to the ways of the streets you do not have to succumb. And that there are many more ways to live your lives besides these detrimental ones. I've got to show them that part of maturing means sometimes walking away from a situation before any more damage can be done. You're better than all of that mess, young man. You're better than all of that mess, young lady. I'm begging you, please stay connected with me and other role models who think similarly and will allow us to inspire you to become the kings and queens that God has created you to be. Thank y'all. Before I get into this last poem, I want to encourage you all and let you know right now, if you leave here with nothing else, that you are here by design, you are here by purpose, you are beautiful, you are made in God's image. In that case, that means you are a work of art, you are a masterpiece, and do not let nobody in hell tell y'all otherwise. Please don't. And if they do, you can kind of respond something like this. Come correct when you come step to me. That goes for any naysayers, any negative-minded people, and especially those crooked police. Please don't take me for someone who could be easily manipulated. Rethink your agenda if it involves testing my patience. Now, I'm a blessed man, and I love being a blessing to others with my resources. But taking my kindness for weakness will make me burn your bridges and scorch them. So please do not force him. Being a man of God doesn't mean that I must be a weak man. Being a servant to the people doesn't make me a doormat for other men. My character has improved steadily and exponentially. Yet knowing when to be confrontational has kept me upright on this journey. You see, I now rather pray for fools than have them stretched out on gurneys. I now rather pray for enemies who still wish to torture and burn me. While they are watching me closely, looking for a chance to strike, I'm looking to be a blessing to those in dark phases and bring them some kind of light. While you can find them hoping, wishing, and praying for my silence and downfall, you'll find me praying for people at my business, on the streets, and even in late night calls. There's too many people suffering who need help and encouragement for me to be concerned with the naysayers' nonsense and negative comments. Now, I'm gonna warn y'all, I'm not half the man that Jesus is, so there's a chance that I'll revert back to my violent ways. You might catch me on the news in handcuffs if someone calls my wife out her name. I don't play about that. We have a savings account just for bail money. Should we ever have to take it there? Y'all, I promise y'all I'm really a nice person. But whenever somebody steps to y'all, tell them to don't cross you. And please stay out of your crosshairs. Yeah. God bless y'all. Real quick, as Shwa said before, I do run a bookstore part-time up in the Northwest area. This month I've been closed and just open for appointments, but I do have a company website where I do online orders as well. We find books, and I work with other great bookstore owners, especially Shwa and Sugar with Avantpop. So if y'all are looking for anything, if y'all like my information, please come visit me before you leave, and I will happily give it to y'all. All right? Thank you.
Roderick D, Talley, everybody. Man, I do love this. I do love doing this, and I'm so glad you all come out because there's so much great talent in Las Vegas, and you know, tonight's one of those nights that we do a lot of twisted and dark and belligerent and drunken poetry. We do have a couple other poetry events, but this one's really special to us. We love everybody who comes out to Red Dwarf. We love Red Dwarf. And we just want to thank you again. We're going to bring it on back hopefully this next year and just keep getting doomed with you until we're all just too fucking doomed to go out. So we got a few more for you, and I gotta say that this last bit is what really gets us excited. I'm going to close with a poet. We're going to do the cut-up poetry that you've all committed to being here, and then we'll shut it down. I will shut it down, and then we'll just keep drinking with you all. All right. I get emotional at the end of these, so I'm excited. Like I said, this poet, we missed a couple of months. They were dealing with some health issues, and thank God they didn't die. Please, Richard Castillo, come up here and spit to us again.
One second.
Let's see it. Come on.
First of all, I want to say shout out to all the other poets. They fucking inspire me to work harder. They're so fucking good, it's like not even funny. This is my second time performing like live in front of an audience. And yeah, they're fucking great. I got 3 poems for you guys. This first one is called I'm Afraid to Ask You Where You Want to Be. Alright. You should be here with us, but you're not. You should be here with us, drinking deep and sharing laughter. All the world is stage and we're the actors, but you're not. You should be here with us, enjoying the times we dreamt of so long ago, as day turned to night, turned to day, and we wish on fading stars for the now, but you're not. You should be here with us, and I'll admit that I'm angry that you're not. I'm worried that you're not. I'm sad that you're not. I'm wishing that you were, but you're not. You should be here with us. You could be here with us. And I can't even be mad that you're not. Just because you should be here with us doesn't really mean you should be here with us. And so I hope wherever you are is where you want to be. Thank you. This next one is called Rotten Fruit Tastes Sweet to Those with No Taste. Alright. When did the irons of exile seem more welcoming than the wonders of the world? I've dug a hole and buried myself, too shallow to call a grave. There is nothing worth anything. The only good I will do is the feed I will be for the ground. Toss me and my bones, I'm barely breathing. Cheap holes are enough to bury me. If you avert your gaze, it's easy to pretend that I was never here. That I was never more than just a blemish on skin, a phantom, but at least ghosts haunt, erase me. And it will be as if I was never even here, and who knew that what I thought was certain was never more wrong? What's a better breakdown than one in a song? I could think of another, but why even bother? Wasted breaths would be best served wasted on bottles. Crack the glass upside my head, a violent end for our ignoble pursuits that were medicine for our souls. Alright, last one. It's called Fuck, or How the Existence Does Weigh on Failing Shoulders. Fuck! Strike the iron while it's hot, break rust from old bones, burn the frost of first snow. White flurries bury as cold winds cut. Sleep gives solace sought that empty bottles cannot. Run over mountains and crawl under hills. Run to your grave and take all they will not. For you will soon be replaced as winter follows. As winter follows fall, follows summer, follows spring. As we will dance again. Fuck.
Mr. Castillo. Come on. Thank goodness he's alive. We want that guy spitting to us all the time. We're coming to the end here. We're going to take a quick break, a breather, bring everyone back up. We're going to do your poem next and close out the night. All right, everybody? 2 seconds. Take a breather.
What happened, dude? I mean, we will when we get paid out. We're just breaking even because we're going to buy some money for drinks. Also, my homie, like, you got a drink too.
Until I'm back to my fucking vacation. Starting Thursday. Hell yeah!
All right. Last two. Let's do the big book first. So, thank you all. I'm sure there are some poets out there that were not able to come up here. Hopefully you were drinking, because for those poets, we have got inspiration for you. This is our big big book of poetry inserts. So we want you to fill this up. Come get doomed with us. If you're already a poet and just a drunk, and win this, then continue to do your craft. Okay, may I have it, please? I'd like to thank my wife right now, Sugar. If it weren't for her, I would not be here. I would be drinking pepper in a gutter somewhere. It would be really difficult. Okay, are you ready? Oh, this is a good one, because this is a new person who hasn't won anything yet, and I'm really excited because this is a beautiful name. Are you ready? Yeah! Gianna! Come get your big, beautiful book, please. I hope you're here tonight because my wife doesn't wait. Oh boy, John, are you here? Am I saying it right? Gianna. Oh my goodness, you left already. I'm sorry, we missed you. And now, wait a minute. Was that Gianna twice? Wow, she's a drunk. No wonder she left. Somebody had to get her out of here. She was drinking. Oh wait, no, this is Liz G. Hey! Yeah! Get ready, girl. All right. Before we close out tonight, let's do one of Avantpop's favorite poets out there, Garrett James Dillon, also known as Pepper, the one who's been entertaining you with his drug poetry. This is his first edition. This will be the collector's item that you sell on eBay because it's one of our first. Okay, here it is, right here. Trinity F, please come to the stage. We know you're out here, Trinity. We've seen you. Look at that. And signed by the artist and the poet. Oh my goodness. Double your money right now. Flip it on eBay. Okay. Can I get all the poets back on stage, please? This is where we do our cut-up poetry, which is based off of what you all have written this evening. We want to thank everybody for coming out. This is one of our favorite things to do when it comes to poetry, get everybody drunk and have people spit poems that they can't read anywhere else. Most of our poets' poetry is not accepted. They get banned, censored at all other poetry events. That's not true, but I like to say that anyways. Okay, do we have everybody up here? Oh, what a great night, you freaking freaks. Okay, so here's how this works. I stick the mic up here. I am quite unsafe first. I will start this off, and then I'm going to hand one of these to each of our poets. We'll continue to read through. If you hear your one-liner that you wrote, please hoop and holler for yourself. We're stoked you did it. So, you fool! Not a thing in this castle is enchanted. You fool! Not a thing in this castle is enchanted.
A bat, a black bat, that can never turn back.
Damn.
Can't think of something that runs with enchanted.
Due to inflation, the best things in life will now cost you your sanity.
And as I blinked, 10 years old, never felt so lonely because you were gone and I got no goodbye.
As the crimson red amalgamation, a pureed ripened fruit drips down my hand, and then a circle that says tomato sauce on a tomato sauce stain.
Try to add to this one, so whoever wrote it, bear with me. I cannot explain this pain sought out by my brain. Lord, please keep me from going insane.
One of those cameras in the bathroom has to be connected, right?
The holidays can be tough. Give yourself whatever grace and space you need.
I'm super glad I got this one. I know you're supposed to be anonymous, but I want to meet you. Here we go. We did whippets in the parking lot. Yes, right there in the parking spot. The chargers fell out of her coat pocket like sonic rings. In the
Life is like a box of chocolates. It's mostly gross and weird, but there's a few good ones in there that make it worth it.
Magazine cheesecake on a paper plate. Don't stop now. It feels so great.
I never believed in God, but I always believed in Santa.
Y'all, please don't write in cursive. It took a plan B, and when I dreamt I was pregnant, I probably fucked that up.
Raise your drinks for this one. This is a story of Freddie, my friend, who ran into traffic, and that is the end. Rest in peace.
Freddie!
Rotting with the ghosts, putrid and gorgeously marooned with gangrene sparkle.
Doomed and death fuse with each breath, dive bars become my graveyard.
This one isn't in cursive, that's good. I could explain it perfectly, but you still wouldn't understand.
All right, I'm gonna try to finish this one as well. So bear with me, whoever wrote it. Won't someone please save me from this static in my brain? This emptiness that consumes my mind and leaves my peace not the same.
All right, now I'll throw this last one out here. Sadness makes us see what joy cannot teach. All right, everybody. If I could just keep my poets up here, because this is a poem that fits for all of them. This is the last poem of the evening. This is the closer, and this is a poem that I'm really only reading because I've read it a few times and it gets a little tiresome for me. But my daughter is here this evening, and it's her first time seeing Doomed. Not her first time seeing her dad run his mouth, but definitely the first time her seeing Doomed. And this is one that she had seen most of her life growing up. I used to run with a circus, and I used to be a clown. They called me Officer Schwabble. This poem's called Fucking Clowns. Fucking clowns, fucking clowns. I can't say it enough. Be careful trusting some of these fucking clowns bouncing around. Take it from me. When picking clowns, be choosy. Be sure to skip clowns named Boozy, Snoozy, Woozy, and Floozy. Now, I don't want to say that all clowns on a whole are completely bad. That's not my goal. I don't even mind which makeup they choose, and I kind of like their big fucking shoes. There are plenty of clowns that are fun to be around, unlike scary clowns hanging around school grounds. Don't get me wrong. I've met many great clowns, but with hundreds, if not thousands, roaming this town, I'm warning you now, don't let your guard down. Fucking clowns! Fucking clowns! clowns, I can't say it enough. Be careful trusting some of those fucking clowns bouncing around. Now I'm off to a party. I got clown friends in town. Thanks everybody for coming out. It's been a great year doing poetry. You fucking people are awesome. We're so stoked that you love this shit because we love doing it for you all, alright? Stick around, we'll be here. Thank you everybody at Dwarf. You people are awesome. Alright, let's get the fuck off stage. Alright, we got a party left. Thanks everybody. Hold the phones, please. These people are great. Alright, I'll turn this mic off.
Put the mic down. Thanks everybody.